Hello and welcome to a Smurd P video, and today we're looking at X-Men issue 34. Oh, we're almost at the end, people, and it's been a good ride, a really good ride. So we've got the X-Men that were last nominated, and they've sort of been scattered for a while since the last Hellfire Gala. There were some of them were getting, Jean's dead. Was she dead? I can't remember. Havoc, I think one with Maddie. Forge is missing. I think Iceman's still around because he had his own solo issue. And then, sorry, helps if I show you the back. There is the back. A little synthesis there. Good old trading card standard. So hopefully I've got this the right way around. Let me just adjust my camera. And that is the right way around. I looked at that and I thought, I've got that the wrong way around. It's nuts. So dreams are real. They live, they breathe, and they die. When they do, they can sometimes break people, and that's what we're saying about Xavier. Xavier is broken by his dream, a dream of reality. So we have a space station in orbit, shining down on the Earth. Krakoa is dying, the Sentinels are running amok, and Xavier is calibrating with the enemy. Meanwhile, MODOK is running the streets and turning some of his subjects who he's had access to their DNA into horrible monsters, which is fantastic. I've got to say, MODOK sort of snuck in here very, very slowly, very gradually, did a few bits here and there. But you know what? I've got to say, I actually like MODOK in this comic, in this X-Men comic. So, The Price of War. And this issue is written by Gerry Duggan. Joshua Cassara is on the art, and I've got to say, I really like Joshua's artwork throughout this whole issue. There are bits in it that are really, really classy. Romulo Fajardo Jr. is on the colors. VC's Clayton Cow's on the letters, and Tom Muller and Jay Bowen are on design. So the monsters are trying to force Daily Bugle, Ben Urich, who has been a part of this X-Men run from time to time, into retracting what they've said for Orchis. However, he is turned into a monster, and he says, listen, people, you're not doing much to convince me you're not a monster by turning into one. It's brilliant. So Firestar comes in to save the day, and it is great to see Firestar back in the mix. You know, she played her role within Orchis to a T to try and get the information that the Resistance needed. Miss Marvel is there helping saving the day. So this sort of new X-Men team that have come up sort of team up with the old X-Men team, which is great. You've got obviously Wolverine, and this isn't old Wolverine, this is young Wolverine, young Laura. So not mistaken, old Wolverine is gone, dead. So which is great. We also have Emma Frost keeping it close to her chest how she is going to stop Xavier. Meanwhile, Kitty Pryde has discovered Caliban is freeing him. And she's freeing him not only to free him, but she wants to help track Xavier down so she can do what she can. However, Xavier, Caliban isn't that sort of person, sort of pushbacks on it. So in everybody's mind, Xavier prevented the X-Men from being successful at the Hellfire Gala. We know that's not true. We know that he didn't really have a choice because Orchis played it so well. And from that perspective, even though some of the things that he's done recently are questionable, I feel like I do hope that he gets the opportunity to put the record straight in terms of that. So, MODOK decides to try and escape on a little boat. The most ridiculous boat you could think of, and well, there's a thing called maritime law that detects something. I'm from the UK, so I have no idea what that means. Hopefully you in the US or somewhere else know what that means and can tell me what that means. I'm presuming once he goes out to sea, local laws don't apply or something like that. So MODOK is very hard to die. However, Firestar's microwaves hurt, even though he cannot be burnt. Everett comes flying in, and he's great. He's saying, you know what, I always survive. I always repair myself. I'll be back. And she says, the thing is, Laura says, the thing is, you've been fighting Avengers and Captain America. You only fight the X-Men once, love. She didn't say the love bit, but that's how I feel like that sentence goes. And he said, better than you have tried. So, yeah. She gives Everett the nod to become Polaris's power and do a whatever you want to call it, fastball special, magnetic style, I guess, to finish the job there. And you get Miss Marvel being really cute, going, Kaya, and slapping him on the face with her long arms. Absolutely wicked. And she thinks, oh, she's so cute. And he's like, yeah, we got to keep her. And, you know, it's great that even though they've kept their distance from each other because of her being resurrected without the memories of what happened in the Children of the Vault, she does say sorry to him for her loss, and he responds by saying, you know what, she's gone, but she gave her life. She gave her life sacrificing for me, but also to give us a shot at a fraction of happiness that we have in the world. And all he wants to do is live up to that for both those sacrifices that she made for him. One for love, and the second, well, probably was sort of for love as well, but also to save millions of people while getting that device from, oh goodness, the High Evolutionary. Sorry, I forgot it. Too many things going through my head. So meanwhile, Caliban is refusing because he doesn't want to lead Kitty Pryde somewhere where she's going to kill him, and she calls him a coward. And I think it's here. It starts dawning on her. And it's dawned on Wolverine, and they're standing outside Bar Ogun, of all places. Absolutely bonkers. She keeps hoping to find a way off how this has happened. Was he infected by Cerebro, or did Moira do something to him, you know? And just thinking that Charles did this bad thing, even though he did it for humankind, it broke her a bit inside, and she thought, you know, and he says dreams die, etc., you know, but this is the bit where she acknowledges she's done lots of bad things. She acknowledges that when the dream was over, she thought she could just hide behind this mask and do what she needed. So she was trained by X-Men. She was trained by Ogun as well. And she allowed this training to take over. It's like when Wolverine's fighting and he goes into a berserker rage. Well, I don't think that happens as much these days. You know, he lets the animal take over. And something very similar here. And now she's having to come back and take responsibility for those actions, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So when she wins, she's done. No more X-Men. She gives him the sword. A very important sword to her. So it's up to Wolverine now. He says, whatever you need, stand down. I got the only help that Charles needs. Right here, Xavier has to die or none of us will be safe. And quite rightly so. Also, I wanted just to go back and reference Emma Frost, notably, was keeping that information close to her chest because Xavier is very talented at what he does. And what he does is very bad. I didn't acknowledge this piece where he says, no more humans. You know, and I love this whole spread. It's beautifully done. Beautifully done. This series has been probably one of my favorite series in the last sort of well over 10 years. Probably a very long time, since probably the last real X-Men series that I adored before this was Bendis's Revolution. Since then, it's not exactly been inspiring until Krakoa came in. And, you know I gripe about Jonathan Hickman leaving, etc., and the direction. But actually, I think I've really enjoyed Gerry Duggan's work on this and what he's delivered on this, because it's been great. And I say this as well, I'm not sure how much direction he's getting from Hickman. We'll never know. But it's been a great series, a really enjoyable run. I've really liked it. I'll be sad to see it go. And then obviously we're in a new era. From the ashes, we'll see how that goes. So anyway, hope you like my review. I'll still be reviewing X-Men comics afterwards. I may be picking up the 3 main ones. I've not decided yet. We'll see how it goes. It depends on money and all that jazz, personal stuff. hope you like my video. Please do support my channel by subscribing. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to everybody that's already subscribed to my channel already. As always, embrace geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.